All right, testing. What's up, crew? I do believe we are live. Let's get it going. Let's do some trading. Let's check it out. All right, signal strength. Excellent. All looking good. Billy, welcome. Adverse in the building. Let's go. All right, give me a hell yeah in the chat. Give me a what's up. Let me know if we are live. And if we are loud and clear, can you see my face, hear my voice, see my screen? And let's get right into it. JCG, thanks for making the time, brother. So proud of you, man. So proud to see you banging the profits, dude. Do you see the smile that you bring to my face, man? When I see people putting the hard work in and getting the profits, man, it's like it's truly, it makes my heart so warm. And really, that's why I'm in this business, guys, is to grow this community. And really, JCG, I mean, oh my gosh, look at this. I think I'm gonna have to try start getting some rewards for trades of the week. And look at that, boyo, smashed a 3K percent ROI on the SPK. Let the runners run. Always leave something in the trade in case you've got the brilliant idea. So super cool. No stress, we're gonna find the trades today, guys. All right, let's bring these comments on stage. I see you, JCG. Now we're gonna do what we can, and in essence, you know, even if we're not gonna open anything, I'm sure we're gonna find one or two positions to enter. But even if we don't, the learning that happens here is the gold, guys. When we're here as a community, learning together, that is the gold that goes down. All right. Pop me a message in the chat if you're with us. Yeah, I'm walking. It gets the endorphins flowing. You got to keep active, you know. If you're creating content, trading all day, you got to keep active, and there's nothing like a walking pad and a standing desk, y'all. All right, so super impressive, JCG. Let's do a little bit of a catch up on Bitcoin. I hope y'all have been keeping up with my TA here in the Discord. I'm very happy with what's happening in the Discord here. Well done, everybody. All right, so I've been eyeing this high volume node on the fixed range volume profile as well as this 4-hour order block. We can also see now the crazy reaction that is happening at this order block. Let's go down to the 4-hour, and we got a little bit of a fakey above that order block. So let's actually check out what exactly happened here. And I think this is a little bit of a learning when it comes to the SMC. A lot of SMC traders will tell you if there's a lot. Okay, so let me break it down slow for those of you who are new to SMC. We're basically looking at this uptrend here on the 4-hour. Excuse my lines, I'm still getting used to walking and charting. But there we have our uptrend, right? Here we have our break of structure and our impulse move. And traditionally on SMC, we would look at our previous green candle, which is why I'm a traditional kind of guy. I like to do it traditionally. So there's our previous green candle that I've extended. But if you go deep into SMC lore, there is one little principle that does say that if you are seeing a cluster of green candles around your previous green candle area, you can actually go and basically take the wicks of those clusters, right? That whole cluster. And dojis are also important, guys. In price action candle reading, your dojis are very often your most important candles. They do get overlooked because they're indecisive candles. So people think, okay, it's a doji, it's indecisive, it doesn't mean anything to me, but that ain't the truth. The old dojis are so important because of the indecision that they show, right? You see this teeny tiny candle body with these massive wicks. That means there's huge liquidity here, huge liquidity here. And very often what you will see is both of those levels being reached. So, I mean, it looks like we could even take that as the cluster. But let's go and see. And lo and behold, the top of that doji looks like it was clipped right here. And even a little bit higher. So let's see here. If we take the top of all of those wicks to the cluster, Still a tiny little bit of a fake out, but quite a nice sniper entry there at the top. And very interesting to see how you can't trust a level until you get multiple candle closes, right? Because here we see price action on the 4-hour moving above that high volume node. And for me, really, that's the most important level, right? That's the level. The fixed range volume profile trumps all the other indicators. And this is it, guys. You see this candle sticking out right here? That's the high volume node. And if you really want to be fancy and sniper, you can take the high volume zone. It's a little bit messy here, but basically you can see where there's a high volume zone there within that 4-hour order block. And this gives you your most important zone of support and resistance. All right, we can see how it got beautifully tapped there. And then we got a few other important things here on the charts. We have this current upward sloping market structure. I'm not going to go too deep into it today because I do want to scalp, right? I really want to work on this 3-minute scalping strategy because it's a banger and we've created it as a community. JCG has birthed the magic and now it's up to us to back test it and adapt it, right? And if we can do that as a community, we can really create something super beautiful here that we can all milk at any time. So it is of high focus at the moment for us to adapt and backtest this 3-minute scalping strategy. And as you can see, I'm focusing on it because I have been backtesting it in my own time and it's super powerful. There are a few additions that I'm adding to JCG's basic formula. But guys, in essence, it works and it's very similar to the style of esports trading that I have used in the past that really, really works, right? So in esports, what I've done is I just trade the 5-minute and the 15-minute as a combo, and I just look for SMC order blocks. When I find a mitigation to an order block, you screen your alts for any mitigation to any order block. You make sure that BTC has some kind of signal for the same direction, right? You scroll through your timeframes and you look for a signal in the same direction on BTC, which gives you a little bit more confidence and confluence. And then you go and trade that SMC order block in confluence with your market cipher on those lower timeframes. And it really does work, guys. Literally, it's won me competitions. It's won me a lot of money. It's amazing to trade because you see the order block, you see price come up into the order block, your market cipher gives you a signal, your Bitcoin's in the same direction, and you just watch the trade go into profit. And it's a real edge, which is why I love it. All right, who's in the building? We got JCG, we got Billy, we got Adaverse, L-Tech, what's up, brother? Oh, and McCall's in the building. Okay, we got OGs. Let's get it, guys. All right, let's go. SMC trader, but you're making more deep knowledge about it that I'm unaware of. I don't know if you had a video created for it here as well. So I do have SMC videos. Check them out on my channel, but I am busy with an SMC course because, yeah, a lot of my videos are quite simplistic. I've been trying to bring the crew into quite a simplistic understanding of SMC because otherwise it just gets overwhelming, right? Scalping is a vibe, guys. So we're backtesting. I know it's slow, but that's why I've started off this Apex account small, right? In trading, you take a small amount and make a big amount, which is why I haven't deposited $10,000 and trading with that. But once we have backtested it, y'all are going to see me with the $10,000 account, right? $2,000 positions. Right now, we're working with $100 to $300 positions, nice tight stops, trying to really backtest this strategy. Giam in the building. Proud of you, man. Very, very proud of you. So Giam did manage to take away $500. Guys, that's a nice account from Apex, right? These Apex rewards are real. And they're super, super beautiful. You can take $500 easily to $1,000. You can take $1,000 to $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000. It's possible, right? This is what we do in trading. And when you open a new exchange account, you start slow. It's like opening a new business. It's like opening a new company, right? You don't go all in. You build something big from something Small. Never knew that SMC works on the lower time frames. Yes, it's a banger. It really, really is a banger on the lower time frames. Right, everything in crypto is fractalized. You'll see it bouncing around. Top of the morning to Boff Tricks. Where are you in the world? That it's morning, top of the morning. Are you in Ireland? All right, so let's quickly get to this BTC TA. It is a hot day here today, so you might see me sweating. But really nice to uncover the top of that doji wick there, giving us the bounce. And then it's all here in the Discord, so I'm really not going to spend too much time on it now, right? This is the OB that we've been looking for a signal at. Let's have a look at what Market Cypher has been saying here. And yeah, I see you guys trading Market Cypher, so good job, good job. All right, we're seeing a nice little direction in trend here. Finally, some clear direction in trend on Bitcoin, right? Our RSI, our regular RSI did tap. Yeah, I'm in SA. I'm in Cape Town, but it's hot today. Look at the sun coming in. I'm in Cape Town, but it's hot. All right, smash the like, guys. Let's get the stream out onto the algorithm. But look at this, guys. This is really a beaut on the 4-hour time frame. Right? We have stochastic coming up into overbought and just kind of chilling there, dipping below, then giving a nice swoop above, and then when it crosses its slow moving average and trends down, right? I speak about this quite a lot when this stochastic actually trends down and starts to break back into the momentum zone. That's when you start to get a little bit trigger happy. And yeah, what a beautiful tap up to the top. And then one candle later, this 4-hour bear div. Very, very nice. And now we do see money flow trending down nicely on the 4-hour. Our VWAP did give a nice cross. Let's see which candle this printed in. So not a bad signal there. I'm really not convinced about any trend direction right now. To be honest, I'm stepping back on swing trades because the geopolitics are so crazy at the moment. And I really am enjoying the scalping. All right, so let's just finish this off quickly, guys. I'm going to go through this TA that I think is important. I know it's a little bit messy on this chart, so I have been working on another chart, but I'm just going to quickly go through it now. All right, we have upward sloping market structure here on the 4-hour. Very, very important. We can see right now the median line of this upward sloping parallel channel. I have dropped another parallel channel tutorial yesterday, so please check it out. I'm going to start going more advanced into these on the hedge trading strategies with the parallel channels, so keep up to date. And we can see right now support and resistance flip, right? We are sitting on that median line. It does look like we're falling below, which means we could have a move here, right? We could have a move on Bitcoin back down to this support and resistance flip zone and this high volume node. This is a nice time to scalp when we do see that there is a gap on Bitcoin and we do have some kind of direction, right? So we need to keep our eyes on this to see if Bitcoin does flip back above this support and resistance, or if we do start getting the direction down, and money flow on this 4-hour is giving us a downwards direction. Okay, then something interesting here on the larger channel. Let me just use a cleaner chart. I know it's very difficult sometimes to understand someone else's chart, right? When they've gone nutty professor on it, and you get that analysis paralysis. All right, but very clear major upward sloping channel here. Very, very clear. Higher highs, higher lows. And it does look to me like a bit of a front run. All right, it does look like there's a little bit of space above us here. Of course, it's never exact with these parallel channels. And yeah, it's this median line right now that I'm very interested in. And then something to be aware of here. I don't know how many of you actually saw my TA that I dropped yesterday, but we have very nice big potential moves to the upside and the downside here. All right, if we look at our previous bear flag, we can take it as an example. What time frame? This is the 4-hour. I'm on the 4-hour now. We're going to start zooming in. I just want you guys to have a little bit of the larger perspective on what's happening here and why I'm stepping back and why we need to be really eagle-eyed at the moment, because there is a massive move coming. And it could be this, guys. It could be this that we're getting right now. Right? The previous tippy top rejection of the previous bear flag all the way down to the bottom, break below, retest, and crazy downside move. This time is, in my opinion, a little bit different because it's not exactly at the top of this channel, right? That was the retest, which also came into confluence with the top of this channel. And if we look now, we've actually broken out. I'm just doing this very quickly and simply, but we have had a breakout to the upside there of this downward sloping bear market channel. But there could still be a very big move here, in that if we do get rejected here below this level, then there's a nice move down there, down there, down there. All right, so big possible moves to the downside. Then we've also got quite a clear double bottom here on the 4-hour time frame that we need to be aware of. Simple technical analysis, but really these patterns do play out. They are real, it's not nonsense, and it does make sense for the previous untested support and resistance flip. All right, we can see here this level that was major support, retested as resistance. We could very likely come up and test that, and we also have the top of the CME gap. I always get caught up on Bitcoin analysis, right? But it's all here, guys. It's all here for you. We also have a low volume gap above us, which could mean a swift move up to fill the top of that CME gap. I think I put the CME gap in here. There's the CME gap. All right, massive gap. We have entered at the bottom, but we have not yet filled the top. There's your two channels. Draw them in on a nice clean chart so you have your median lines, your major support and resistance, and start getting into the hedge trading, right? So in essence, we are looking to build our shorts around this area. We're very high up in the value area high, and we're wanting to basically hedge our shorts here for a nice move down to the bottom of the channel, but also in case we break the bottom of the channel and head down for a gnarly move into the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, which is not looking super crazy, right? It all depends on this war, guys. It all depends on this war. And this is why the alts have been struggling, because Bitcoin dominance has been breaking out. So Bitcoin has been going up, but Bitcoin dominance has also been going up, which means that alts do go up, but slowly. And yeah, like I said in the Bybit stream the other day, this is actually not the worst thing. All right, this is not the worst thing. I even said it here. Oh no, I didn't say it here. But basically, this could be a nice retest. There. Okay, let me bring up the Bitcoin dominance chart. Is everything loud and clear, guys? This is a new setup for me, so yeah, let me know if everything is just. How did that wick change? But anyway, this could be a nice reset because there is this massive wick on Bitcoin dominance, and we do need to fill it, right? This is just sitting as a major imbalance on the charts. We do need to fill it. These are the high volume nodes where we're going to look for our rejections. We are at one right now. All right, so what we're really looking for in terms of Bitcoin dominance is for BTC to pump and BTC dominance to dump. All right, very nice. Okay, who's in the chat? BB, everything working good. Awesome. And everybody's sorted with their bonuses, right? BB, I think you got 200. Vary, you got 200. Ika, you got 100. Who else got bonuses? Big puke coming. All right, let's just quickly talk about this, guys. So the focus is on Apex right now. We have this new deposit campaign. So if you missed out in the last 2 weeks, where's the new one? I'm sure I dropped it here. All right, so these are the new deposit tiers. I asked them for a lower minimum deposit. So now if you open an account and deposit 50, you can even get a nice little bonus there. And yeah, they're a little bit more challenging because this is the second deposit amount, but you can still get up to $400. Not bad, not bad. And then this is what I want you guys to focus on. I really fought for this to make it doable, especially for those traders who are coming in. This is awesome, guys. This is awesome. You can do this, right? I know all of you can do this. And JCG, you can hit this, bro. All right? Those of you who are trading more and trading with leverage, you can hit the 5 million and you can get 700 USDT. Remember that your leverage does count for this. Right? Your leverage does count for the amount of volume that you rack up. And I'm also going to give a device away to the one that trades the most volume, right? Before the 11th of May. You can choose between a tablet, a Web3 phone, or a smartphone. And I'll send it to you. All right, is everybody clear on that? That link is in the description. I'm actually going to quickly pop up a banner. Let's get it going. I want you guys to take advantage of this because this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful and it doesn't come every day. There we go. Doesn't come every day. I've fought hard for it for this community. It's real rewards. Smash it, guys. Smash it. Right? Just try focus your volume. It's the next 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks, and we're going to be live trading. But just try focus your volume on Apex so that you can smash one of these tiers. This one's also doable, guys, even if you're trading low amounts with leverage, right? $500,000 in volume. If you do the maths, it's not that difficult to achieve. But really, the $700 one, I mean, you can make bank off of a $700 bonus. And Gio, I'm very proud of you for getting those $500 bonuses. That's what I wanted for y'all, and I'm just so. It makes me so happy, guys, because there's no risk, right? First of all, when you're trading with free capital, but the other thing is if you trade it properly with our strategies, guys, you can build an account that you can be milking for years, right? It's a really nice way to start a new account. And I do love Apex. And yeah, the cool thing is here, we're actually helping them grow, guys. Super, super awesome. So BB, you've been great with feedback. And let me just bring up the feedback here. But yeah, basically super, super cool. They are introducing an order cost options section, which is great. Been discussing with that with them, and it's already in dev. So basically here, when you are entering your order amount, I mean here usually what we would do, right, is we choose USDT and we enter our order value. So if the leverage here is 10x, 10x is a nice one to just get the calculations down with. Then basically, you know, $100 would give you your margin of around $10. But they are going to introduce, like we have on Bybit, the option for cost here. Maybe they're also working on introducing BEP20 for the email accounts. BEP20, they've told me, is available for, you know, the actual non-custodial wallet accounts, but it will soon be also for the email accounts. The trailing stop is already coming, guys, which is awesome. And then they have asked us for any pairs that you're finding that you want here. I see Bitcoin's pumping. Let's go. Bitcoin's pumping here on the 15-minute. We're going to do a little trend break here on the 15-minute. But we're going to try find some pairs today, and yeah, they'll add them for us if there's enough demand. Alrighty, alrighty. So I did have a couple of really nice trades, but we're already moving through time. I'm not going to show you my trades that are open or my trades that I've closed in the last week. I think what is important here is for us to just check out if anything's happening right now. Jobless claims did come out. Let's check here. sometimes it's actually just best to ask ChatGPT. Very often this coin market cap news is like very crypto based, and right now it's actually geopolitics that we really need to look out for. We need to be alerted to any geopolitics. Right. Okay, Jiam, I saw your message about the rifle. So we got the 15-minute bull. We're gonna have another indecisive moment in our stream. Okay, at least we've got some levels here, guys. We've got this level here, which is, as we can see, super in play, right? We are getting the support here, and now we flipped it and we're getting the resistance here. What I really want in terms of direction for a scalp is, as I said earlier, move down from this 4-hour order block to that 4-hour order block, which could give us a nice little gap. Let's quickly check the volume there. So I'm gonna go back to the daily for this. Yeah. Give me a sec. This is super messy. Yeah, there's not a lot of volume in general there. There is the 4-hour order block that has been tapped. There's a little bit of a volume node there, but in essence, there could be a nice downside move here. All right, so really the bias already is looking a little bit bearish, especially because of this 4-hour money flow. All right, does everybody see this 4-hour money flow is trending downwards? We do see VWAP crossing, VWAP turning around. Well, that's not a reversal sign, right? We need VWAP to actually cross to give us the reversal sign. Let's just have a look at this. Yeesh! Money flow on the daily is totally squeezed. Right, so this is going to be a massive call on what money flow does here in terms of what the next major move here is for Bitcoin. And yeah, like I explained, this is a big one, guys, because if we come down, there's a nice big move to the bottom. If we come up, there's a nice big move at the top. And anyway, while it's making up its mind, we'll try get some scalps in. Alright, 4-hour money flow. Now looking a little bit indecisive with VWAP crossing. And any ideas, drop them in the chats, guys. We're going to screen through altcoins now. See, 2-hour. Looks like it wants to print a green dot with VWAP and money flow in confluence. We have our 1-hour green dot, not a bullish divergence, but a green dot. Below the 45, so BB, I'm glad you caught on to that little nuance there. Very important, right? For our trigger wave strategy, we look at our green dots below the 45. And like I explained there in the general chat, a green dot is always a good sign for trend direction, right? You can always take it as a sign that the trend is moving in that direction. But really, for a major reversal move and an entry, you want it below the 45 with your confluence of the VWAP and the money flow. So really on the 1 hour, it looks like up, which is a little bit annoying. All right, 30 minutes. It's kind of rifle-ish, but remember, guys, for the rifle, we do want more of a manipulation move, right? We want that move to come down a little further. See this 24. She's pumping back above that resistance right now, so let's watch it. Got this 12-minute dot. What I've been enjoying is the 3 and the 12. The 3 and the 12 together. All right, 3 minute is looking like it wants to give us a red dot. VWAP looks like it wants to cross. Money flow just above. Okay, let's open up another trading view window here. Okay, Middle East tensions. Just say for 3 minute time frame, scalping right now. All right, ETH 3 minute also looking like a sell coming in here. All right, this is the Tuffy indicator. Where's my sonar lab gone? This one. All right, so nice confluence with the Tuffy SMC indicator and the view trading indicator. Does look like we're about to get a little sell signal here on ETH. Could be a nice one. Could be a nice one. Did I hear a Discord? Did I hear a Discord, guys? Okay, so let's focus on... Oh wait, another maybe we talk about today is if the position of the dots on the trigger wave in regards with the light blue wave meaning something or not. Yeah, so BB, the wave... Oh, look at that. Look at that. The two different color blue waves on your wave trend are just your wave trend and your wave trend slow moving average. And when those two lines cross is when you get your trigger wave. Super simple, right? Super, super simple. Salute, very welcome. Avalanche, red dot, nice. Okay, guys, it's looking like we need to get into some shorts. It's like we're not getting confluence here with Bitcoin, though. Right, this Bitcoin needs to give us a red dot. Right now, money flow coming up, VWAP not wanting to cross. Breaking back above that median line. So everyone's up to date, right? This is the median line of our upward sloping parallel channel. This is the high volume zone. This is the 4-hour order block. That's the high volume node. So yeah, it's a little bit all over the place, a little bit confusing. But let's put this strat to the test now, guys. All right, ETH not confirming the red dot. Thought the dots appear when the VWAP crosses. No. The VWAP actually is completely separate to the wave trend, right? So if you take out the VWAP, your wave trend will still give you your dots. No, the dots just appear when the wave trend crosses its slow moving average, and that's why you've got these two different blues, because that's where they overlap, right? So your wave trend is actually this light blue, but when it comes over the slow moving average, you get your green dot. This could be a nice little ETH short here if it prints. This one was a goodie. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the Tuffy and the Sonar Lab SMC on. Very nice to see you, man. All right, let's check out this Avalanche AVNT trending downwards. AVNT. Okay, we got ETH, we got Avalanche, we got AVNT. Drop me your ideas, guys. What's slapping the daily VWAP? Small time frame money flow. If the small time frame point up, wouldn't that turn the 4-hour money flow up also? Yeah, so basically the smaller time frames they gotta overlap. They gotta show you bull div after bull div after bull div, and then slowly up your time frames. You'll start to see the bull div showing. Another 500 for your wife. Let's go, Giom. That's $1,000 in free trading capital for your family. Deposited another 2K. Okay, sweet. So hopefully, if you're already, I must actually find out, right? If you already have signed up and deposited and got a bonus from the last one, if you deposit more, if you're going to get more. Yeah, order cost is much easier. So that will be implemented quite soon. They're actually, it's super cool. I know them very well. The lead BD is a friend of mine from the trading competitions. So they like us, guys. They like this community. They're actually implementing our developments, right? So they're actually developing the trailing stop right now, the cost option right now. Dovtekio, let's go. My base case is from low 80s for the puke. Interesting. All right, nice chat, guys. Nice chat. ¿Cómo estás, Juan Carlos? Okay, just seeing. All right, so now if we make another deposit, will we get a bonus again? All right, I need to check the terms and conditions there, guys, and just have a read there. Let's actually open it now, guys. Let's get to the bottom of this. 1 second, let me pull up this link. All right, so this is the link, very important. I can fix it if you don't sign up with the link, but guys, just try to use the right link, right? It makes everything a lot easier. So this is the link. Oh, I dropped it on YouTube. There we go. All right, that's the link. That's the link. And I am logged in, but if I open an incognito window, it should take us to the campaign page. We're getting our red dot here on ETH. Okay, let's quickly get to the bottom of this. I think it might just be for new users, the new deposit. All right, we got the fee discounts. Let me get the Elite Trader Sprint, super cool. Okay. Got a feeling you guys can get another bonus here. Fill your account, receive an instant bonus based on net deposits, so total deposits minus total withdrawals during the event period. So this bonus you'll only get, well, they say here 5 days after the 11th of May, but actually the last one, you know, came sooner and it came in intervals, which is also really nice. Okay, participation for event 1 is limited to new users. Yeah, so I think the new deposits might just be for new users in these 2 weeks, right? And that makes sense because if you're a new user now depositing, seeing the campaign now, if you were on holiday or whatnot, then you weren't able to get into the last deposit bonus. And yeah, the tiers are a little bit tougher, but super cool that they have included that because actually I thought it was just going to be volume. Event 1 rewards are drawn from a limited 2,000, right? So they've also put a limit on the deposit bonuses. And those of you who deposit first will exhaust that prize pool. So guys, if you haven't signed up to Apex yet, let's get this $2,000, guys. Let's get it for the community, right? Everybody who claims free capital here, for me, is a win. The more this community gets, the better. Non-stackable, highest tier. You can trade RWAs, perpetuals, and prediction contracts. 5 business days after the event. Okay, and then it's just trading volume, guys. Trading volume for $700. I know some of you can trade 5 mil with the leverage that you're doing. $700, guys. Hey, Crypto Klein, welcome, welcome. Look at this, OG in the building. What a PFP, welcome, welcome. Juan Carlos, so cool, hey. Really, you deserve a bonus, right? After this campaign, I'm gonna try sort out something like a trade of the week, guys. Highest P&L on Apex will get a nice bonus. And yeah, I really appreciate you, Juan Carlos. Trading under my link on PIONEX. You know, guys, if you trade under my link, you're directly supporting me. And yeah, I appreciate it so much, man. Super, super awesome. Right. And even if there's an exchange that you want to trade on that I'm not pushing at the moment or we don't have rewards for, just let me know, guys, because I have links for all the exchanges and I have contacts at all the exchanges. So even if you're trading on one of the other exchanges, I'll get you fee discounts, etc. You support me, I support you. Alrighty, guys, let's do the work. Let's do the work, yeah? Whew, this is not convincing what's happening here. But it's a great example, actually. You see why you don't enter the red dot if the money flow ain't your friend. Because, guys, the money flow is the most important thing, right? You can literally trade just money flow because it really is the most important. If you can learn to understand money flow, that's the one. All right, green dot. Now we're pumping on ETH. 3-minute time frame scalping. All right, now but tell us about the geopolitics. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything right now. Geopolitic announcements for 3 minutes scalping now. ChatGPT, come on. Okay, we're pumping. There is a couple of nice order blocks above us here. Can keep an eye on those. Ah, there's a bear div. There's a big old bear div there. Okay, I'm actually going to open up another trading view because I want to keep my eye on this ETH chart. And yeah, very clear to see, right? Red dot at the resistance, indecision, green dot once we came up above the resistance. Clear as day. Yeah, it'll be tough to beat Juan Carlos, right? It'll be super tough. Yeah, let's screen, let's screen. It's like the scalping strat really works best if you can just understand at least this BTC and ETH direction. That looks like we might get a rifle here or something. But right now it's all up, right? Right now it's all up. Okay, so I heard an avalanche, yeah? First gonna look at your guys' ideas here. Okay, I see the rifle. That was a nice move. Nice bear div scalp, 3 minute, guys. Nice little rifle scalp. That was a decent move. Then we got green dot, red dot, green dot. Finally, the green dot played out to the upside. Now we got red dot, green dot. No order blocks. Oh, they're not on. Okay. Nice double tap sniper order block there. This could be a nice little move if we get a red dot. But for those of you who don't have the Tuffy SMC, I'm also going to bring up this view trading because I'm trying to backtest it and see if it's good enough. All right, so that one's a little bit higher. So these order blocks are going to look confusing right now, but I'm trying to find confluence basically between the free one and Tuffy's OG paid one, right? We are seeing a nice overlap here, which is cool. But we got the green dot. If we get a red dot here, we can go for this move here. Nah, it's only 0.5%. I like to look for at least 1% to 0.5%. I mean, 1% to 1.5%. AVNT. All right, so what I want to do is actually... Okay, let's first screen through the Apex watch list that I have. And then what I'm going to do is go through the actual list of Apex tokens and see if there's anything interesting there, juicy there, and we're going to add it to the watch list. And of course, if you guys have any tokens that you are trading that you want to see on Apex, please let me know, and I'm going to add them to the list. BTC pumping, yeah, 78, 77.9. So when you're scalping, guys, just try look for the last signal, right? You can even come to a slightly higher time frame and then just look to the last signal. And that's the trend you want to scalp with. That was quite a nice 15-minute div. 15-minute div printed somewhere in this cluster. Not bad. All right, let's leave the 15-minute up. Quickly check 10. Yo, and time flies in these streams, so let's screen. Near giving a nice reaction at the order block. We do have the red dot. Oh, we're just a little bit late on this, guys. Money flow coming down. VWAP did cross. Okay, let's see if we get a move up here for another mitigation. This is what you really want to see. You want to see an order block from way back when and price mitigating all the way up to it. That's also a nice looking gap. Right? That's at least 1%, which is good. Let's go. Moin moin. Welcome, welcome, brother. Christian Clausen. You are CLSN on Discord, right? It's really cool how we're becoming a family there, guys. So it's quite interesting here, right? Because the Sonar Lab, the view trading SMC actually did play out there. And we almost sniper tapped the Tuffy order block. Super interesting how the view trading chose that order block. They're just slightly different algorithms, right? And Tuffy's SMC chose that order block. Okay, hype, we got the red dot, but money flow is swap pointing up. Theta was, oh, such a nice trade. My last Theta trade clubbed 400, 500%. Just a simple support and resistance flip that I traded there. Look at this. Obviously because it's so pumped right now. But we've got 1, 2, 3 bear divs on the 3-minute. Okay, this is the level we want to eye here. This is looking juicy, guys. Keep an eye on Theta here. That's looking juicy. Just gonna put a block there. Uni red dot, but we're not at an order block. Ave got destroyed. Lucky we put our stop loss to break even on our last trade. Because everybody knows, right? Kelp DAO got hacked and Ave got destroyed. I think they'll come back. You know, Aave is one of the biggest traditional finance bridges into crypto. They're one of the oldest blockchains. Very fundamentally useful, but we got to stay away from Aave right now, right? Because there's been that Kelp DAO attack and it's just not a fun time for Aave, shame. Okay, everything's a little bit tighty squeezing here on apt. This looks like a nice play here. Okay, what are you guys seeing? Is the chat quiet? Are you guys all screening for me as well? Okay, agent. Patience required. Nice gap here on agent. But patience required up to an order block. I think Tuffy SMC is just a little bit more selective, right? Less order blocks, more likely to see the order blocks. Valor announced they removed funds from Aave. Yeah, no, if you get an exploit, man, if you get an exploit, it's not good, guys. I mean, it's not Aave that got exploited, right? It's Crypt, which is obviously just an Aave project, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look, guys, but it can happen to anyone, right? Crypto hackers are always getting stronger and stronger. Please, everybody, 2FA passkeys, right? Passkeys. Use your face. Your biometrics has to be your 2FA. Use your Google Authenticator or whatever authenticator you want, but there's nothing like your own face, all right? And now we see in France kidnappings happening, right? Because they know. A lot of smarter crypto users are impenetrable and they actually kidnap you and use your face. Shame, I know guys that have literally had home invasions and whatnot, millions of dollars stolen. Super crazy. So, look at that cool trigger wave, hey? Rifle. So we had one, oh, this is 10 minute. Let's check the 3 minute. Nice little bull div there. All right, what's this gap? 0.5%. Yeah, this avalanche is looking interesting to me. Now are we actually getting a tap of both order blocks on the view trading? You never saw my face. I think this one looks interesting, hey? Just gonna put a star next to our avalanche. We have to see what happens here at the bottom of that high volume zone. But avalanche is looking like the best one yet. Might have to bring the leverage up a little bit on that one because it's not the biggest gap. All right, XRP. XRP, guys. XRP. Am I seeing an opportunity here? We've got stochastic rhyming with regular. We've got mitigation to an order block that's overlapping with both of our SMC indicators. We've also got a red dot. Our VWAP is crossing and our money flow is pointing down. One hour, money flow pointing up, green dot playing out, VWAP did cross down there. I think we could get a little 3-minute scalp here in on XRP. Got a 45-minute bull div. Already about 1% up. Yeah, higher time frames are looking a little bit bullish here. Yeesh, this one day is crazy. What's happening here? Big squeeze. All right, at least we've got a daily red dot. Money flow definitely trending up on the daily. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's a little bit of a choppy day here. Okay, let's wait for the money flow here on the 3-minute on XRP. It's going to have to be a quick in and quick out because the higher time frames are looking a little bit more bullish. It's almost 1% down to the bullish OB. It's just the money flow. If Avalanche short works, it would be my second 3-minute scalp win call during live streams. Bro, you're a killer. You're a sniper, man. You're a sniper. All right, so let's bring up the Avalanche. Okay, we're almost at resistance. I'm liking this XRP gap here. It's a lot of green candles. We could get some red here on the 3-minute. Just gotta wait for this money flow to turn around. Okay, let's make this MAC work for its money. Another trading view screen. Cardano is a little bit more of a tame coin, which is sometimes nice. Got our red dots, but no order block. River, not so tame. Pendle. It's on. Pepe. Pepe's pumping. Pepe's pumping. XLM looks good. This kind of a zone here. I like this rhyme. Arrow. Aerodrome. Such a cool name for a blockchain. Aerodrome. Ooh, nice. Nice call, man. Very cool. Nice big gap. We got the bearish OB. Ooh, look at that. Guys, 4% gap with the red dot. Money flow going down. VWAP crossing. That is not bad, my man. That is not bad. Please tell me this is on Apex. Just give us a coin here. Got a feeling it's not. It's not, guys. Alright, so this is the list for coins we want. But yeah, that's looking nice, guys. That's looking nice. I want to see this stochastic crossing back here over this line into the momentum zone. Got a lot of FVGs that want to be filled. It's a nice call. It's a nice call. It looks like it's reacting right now. Keep your stop nice and tight. But yeah, I really want to open the Apex trade, so that's quite annoying. Dash build of 1 minute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's stick to the same time frame for now, guys. Let's stick to the same time frame. I'm gonna check out Dash, but let's not confuse everyone too much. Popcat more or less the same as Algo. Did you mention Algo? Crypto Cloud, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining, brother. Yeah, this is an interesting one on Arrow. It's such a nice gap here. Such a nice gap. Yeah, you got the 1 minute rifle with the bull at the bottom here. But let's stick to the 3. Let's stick to the 3. Right, that's one way to properly backtest a strategy, is to make sure that you are sticking to the same time frames. All right, let's finish this screening and then we're going to actually look at the coins on Apex. Red dot, but no order block on OP. LTC looks all right. Half a percent down to the bullish OB. 0.85% down to the next bullish OB. Yeah, now we're getting the squeeze on Bitcoin. Might see something like this. A little bit of chop. Guys, is it just me or is this XRP looking decent? Yeah, Popcat's a little bit gnarly to trade. A little bit meme coinish and small cap. I'll go not at a bearish OB. Otherwise looking pretty good. Everything's looking good otherwise, but we don't have an OB here on the 3 minute. Really, I'm just trying to stick to this 3 minute, guys, so we can really backtest this properly. Let's throw on an auto. What's that auto? Terrible. Terrible. And guys, if you do have a chart, drop it for me in the live trading charts. Yeah, also a bit of a dodgy coin to trade, but if you can get in, you can get in. But I would want to wait for that higher OB. Doge. Doge has been pumping lately, so I'm a little bit nervous to short it. But there are some order blocks there. There is the little rifle pattern. Pump. I do not want to trade pump. Let's giving us a move though. Yeah, we can't pressurize the streams. The streams are just us trading, guys. Remember that, right? We're not going to pressurize because that's where you waste money. All right, so we're just trading together. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do things as if normal. But we just have the privilege of being together, bringing our minds together, learning together. As soon as you start to pressurize, okay, I must open a trade in the next 30 minutes, is where you will start to lose money. Even just screening like this, guys, it's a nice way to learn. ARB, little dump. What is that? Blue AI. TRX, we just need a little bit more pump, and then we got a nice gap. Oh, it's not actually that big. We have a red dot, okay. Yeah, look at the high caps, guys. So what I'm gonna do now, just quickly check Bitcoin again. Okay, we are getting a little rejection there. A 15-minute red dot here would be a nice signal for us for the lower time frame scalps. ETH move did come in. Okay. All right, so let's have a look here. At the 24-hour percentage pumpers and dumpers on the perps on Apex. All right, more dumpers than pumpers. With Peanut, XPL. There's the TIA, Pump, Altcoin, MON, Act, Edge, CRV. CRV is actually quite a nice one. Let's add that. Where is our CRV? Why is it confusing me? Alright, CRV is actually quite a nice coin to trade. Let's check it out. A little bit all over the place. Okay, there's your Popcat. Did we look at Popcat? XRP is moving. XRP is moving. Yeah, it's just this Bitcoin that's not convincing me to open a short right now. Be a little bit patient here. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit annoying, guys, when things are choppy when we want to live trade. But that is the reality. Let's have a look at some pumpers. 4 chilies. Chilies is super cool. Gets here. Right in the middle. All right, I've got the live trading charts open, so if you guys screen anything, let me know. I'm tempted to open the XRP short if we get this 15-minute red dot. Be a little bit late. Okay, I'm just gonna make a list here. POL. Things ZDC we've already got, Hype we've already got. PAXG. XAU, TRX we've got, HBAR we've got, ARB we've got. Bonk. Tau. SEI, INJ. Bill Ondo. All right, I'm just trying to build up my watch list here for Apex on TradingView so we can just screen super easily there. All right, pumping through resistance, but this is a nice high volume node. Back into the high volume zone we go. All right, good thing we held off there for now. If we can get a 15-minute dot here, then we can at least have some direction. Okay, we're gonna add POL. Ooh, lots of room above it. You guys are live. Sorry, it's a little bit boring, hey? Just gotta wait for this direction on BTC. Very indecisive right now. I could see it coming up again to retest this very high volume node. All right, let's keep our eyes on that. Nah, that's how it goes, guys. But at least while we're waiting, we'll do some teaching. Yeah, small caps are going nuts because it's so choppy. It's so choppy, and the small caps, because they have smaller market caps, like the whales, you know, they drop trades and they just literally pump and dump. Which is not really where you want to be because you're hitting too many stop losses on them, right? Which is why I like these higher caps. There we go, XRP now pumping. Everything follows Bitcoin. Anyway, let's do some work on this plan. Let's get it down. Nobody wants to trade those. Yeah, I mean, you can trade them, but you just got to bring your margin down, right? Bring your margin down, back test. It's really nice for back testing the strats. Yeah, it's really hard, guys. It's really hard to predict on the smaller caps. Right. I want to do a bit of work on these rules. Price reaction from SMC, very important. I'm just going to simplify this a little bit so we can actually have a working document here for everybody to refer to when you are trading this strategy. I don't know, it's like looking a bit confusing. It's not so complicated, but it looks complicated when you put it into writing. Price reaction from SMC, market cipher, div or trigger wave. Okay, this is all on the 3-minute time frame. Money flow in same direction, VWAP crossing in same direction, RSI and stochastic rhyming. Trend direction with your EMA. It's going to say optional. Price at key level of support and resistance. Higher team on higher time frame, optional. I'm going to say here FRVP. Pretty simple, right? It's not that confusing. All right, and let's just watch this Bitcoin, guys. We can't do anything right now. ETH has got a little gap. Okay, so what are we going to enter if we get the 15-minute red dot on Bitcoin? Theta. There's a couple of coins here we can enter if we get that 15-minute red dot. Staying away from Aave for now. CRV. It's not terrible. APT not looking bad. Agent looking nice. Really, it's easy to enter here without the BTC trend direction, but then you're at the whim of BTC. You're in the position, and then you're hoping for something in BTC, and it just makes sense. All right, now we're getting the reaction at the high volume node. Makes sense to see this BTC direction first. All right, let's go Avalanche, Theta, Uni, CRV, APT, Agent. MNT not really giving us a nice enough gap here. You guys alive? Drink some water, take a break. We have to wait for this BTC direction. The 3-minute red dot now. There's just so many bearish order blocks here on XRP. It's a little bit crazy. It's like you can try snipe each one of these. Very often it will be this last top one. But really they can each give you moves here. Nice. Yeah, take it chilled, guys. Take it chilled. Don't let this be too pressurized. We're just hanging. Some coffee, nice. Yeah, I think I should make a tea as well. USDD stocks listed in Bybit. USDD perps. This is a great way we can trade while BTC does its forever range. Yeah, there are some New stocks listed. I think there are 20 new stocks listed on Bybit today. Let's actually check out on Apex as well. Hard currency on Arrow. Not a bad order block, hey? Arrow's looking quite nice. Wait for this. Wait for this Bitcoin direction and smash it. It's a good idea, Crypto Cloud. We can look at some TradFi. RWA, interesting. What's up with this prediction market, guys? You guys ever traded on a prediction market? 2028. Oof. That's a little bit of a wait there. It's almost like options. Almost like options, hey? Crazy. RWA. Interesting. Okay, we got XAU, SPY, we got Apple, we got Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, Google, Meta. Crypto Cloud, what's happening? Do you have any calls for us? Let's check out gold. Okay, this does look like some direction here at least. 3-minute red dot looking good. 5-minute red dot, nice. We've still got 10-minute. The previous signal is a green dot, 12-minute. Previous signal green dot, 15-minute. But they do look to be turning. We are also getting a nice wick directly at that high volume node level, so it shows that we are on it with the FRVP. Conserving capital to take a few crypto trades, commodities and stocks. Nice. We'll try to get some of the free capital, right, from Apex. Then you can trade risk free a little bit. All right, let me drink some. Okay, let's try find something. What about the AGen, guys? What about the AGen? We got a nice rhyme of regular and stochastic. Should we just open a little scalp just so that we're in something? I'm gonna bore you guys senseless on this stream. How does one do that? So just follow the link in the description and then check out the campaign. You just have to deposit, then you get some free capital, then you have to trade some volume to get more free capital. Order block just disappeared. I like this rhyme, right? I like this rhyme. If we go back in time and we look for the last time that we had rhymes, you get these moves, right? You get these scalpy moves. This was quite a nice one. Swoop. Someone know how to trade on isolated on Apex. Let's check it out. Yeah. No, I hear you, BB. Like sometimes I like to just have some fun, right? But it does cause bad. It's a bad example, which I shouldn't be setting. Sometimes I like to degen, right? We just go 100x, we choose a direction and see what happens. But yeah, it's teaching bad habits. Teaching bad habits. All right, so you have to. How do you trade isolated here? I mean, I just trade cross, so it's a good point, man. It's a good point, Fairy. I'll have to ask them. Cross leverage. I haven't traded isolated in years. Just cross, interesting. Order panel. Switch to isolated. They may have taken isolated away. Interesting. Well, it's a good opportunity to teach you how to trade cross. I really do want to get you onto cross, but I'm just going to take a note here. They need isolated. They need isolated. So I'll just chat to them and see what's happening there. But yeah, it's good to learn to trade cross, man. Just make sure you use a stop loss, right? Stop loss. Like I know you're trading isolated to have your liquidation like basically as your risk, but try to learn to use your stop loss as your risk, and you should never be getting liquidated. I think this agent could work out. Okay, things are resetting a little bit. Let's have a look. But yeah, use the time, guys. Ask me any questions that you are struggling with in general. And let's just have some chats and chill while we're screening, waiting for Bitcoin to make up its mind. I like agent because I like the rhyme, and it seems we're getting a nice market cipher signal here. Bitcoin just going for it. I think Aave, it will recover, right? So I don't know if I would short Aave at all because once the shock and everything starts to evaporate from the hack, it's gonna want to recover this. And that's a big move. 26% from the bullish to the bearish OB on the 4-hour time frame. We'll probably get a bull div somewhere here or a nice daily trigger wave. Right now, nothing yet. All right, I want this 15-minute red dot. We're above our 45 now. Interesting how ZK can put in this move while Bitcoin's pumping. Crazy. Nice rhyme. Then the red dot. H bar looking for a long. Yeah. There we go. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for a little direction here. H bar looking like a bit of a continuation long. Not ideal trigger wave, but nice little gap. Aster's looking nice for the short. Let's see BTC here, guys. Thanks for sticking with it. I know it can be a little bit grating. Getting a little bit of a 5-minute double top. $15-minute doji. We got 2 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. Super annoying charts right now, but it is what it is. Okay, let's keep this AGen open for now. And this Aster. Are they too scared to short? Chile's 3-minute bear div. No order block though. TRX, tight squeeze. Athena. Oh, Bitcoin. Doing its slow Bitcoin thing. No, not just looking for shorts, not just looking for shorts. It's just that most of the coins are a bit overpumped because of this Bitcoin pump, so they're in the bearish OBs. So there's just more bearish OBs with coins in them right now than longs. And then also we have this 15-minute setup here with Bitcoin. So if this does print, I want to be ready to open some altcoin shorts. And that really is the biggest resistance right now, which is why I'm so aware of it. Right, if we go all the way back, we can see why it's such big resistance. It's the most volume here. Okay, looking good. Looking good. The rejection's coming in. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying because we got this support. We really need to fall below here, below here. Got lots of support below us. I like to see bigger gaps on the charts. But yeah, let's follow the strat. Let's test the strat. If we get this 15-minute red dot, then we can look at this AGen. No, let me actually go back. Three-minute time frame. ENA, AGen, Aster. Genius was a good short. Very nice. Looks like setting up for a long now, right? Here we go. Genius setting up for a long. Money flow still coming down, so watch that. But at least you got your wave trend down low. Yeah, I want this 15-minute red dot. Aster got the bearish divergence. We've also got bearish FVG now, which is good because we could come back to mitigate again. Ooh, this is looking cool. For the Genius long. Did you short it? Buff tricks, did you get the short? Look how nice this gap is, guys. 11% gap here. There is an OB below us as well. 3 cents down. But yeah, True Bitcoin is pumping at the moment, so there could be a case for the long here. It's just going to be a little bit brave if to take the long and go against this 15-minute red dot if it does print. VWAP crossing, green dot about to print. We've also got our size rhyming, so ticking the boxes. Really ticking the boxes here. SMC reaction. Almost a green dot. We got VWAP. Money flow looks like it's turning. Come on, Apex. I didn't see Genius on the Apex charts. It's also just one of those lesser known, lesser traded tokens. So be careful. I mean, I could open up the Bybit and smash some of these other trades, but really keen to focus on Apex now. This looks like it's happening. We can still just backtest it, guys. We can still just backtest it. So let's say we go long, right? We put our stop somewhere there, and we put our take profit somewhere there. Say we go for the bearish OB just above. I mean, that does look like it's going to be massive resistance. Let's see how this plays out. And it's as easy as that to backtest, guys. It's like demo trading, right? Money flow coming up, VWAP crossed. Not ultimate curve on the VWAP, but we do have a cross. Getting close here. I think Aster is probably my favorite out of these. We'll keep that one open just so we can backtest it. Ah, you missed it. Oh, it's still good to look back, right? Yeah, money flow turned around, so we off. Looks like a goodie, man. Well spotted. If you guys really want to help me out, screen these pairs on Apex. Come to the Apex perps and screen all of these pairs here. I want to build this Apex account. Do a little 15-minute BTC trade. I want half of your trade. Yeah, no, I'm not in. I'm just backtesting it here because it's not on Apex. But it's moving nicely. One of the first things I look for is the RSI and stochastic rhyming, because that is just such a winner strat. So JCG, I don't know if you've been actually using that as your confluence. No stress, Crypto Cloud. Yeah, it's been a little bit grinding all this screening and not finding anything. Well, that's the way it goes, yeah. So close here on Bitcoin. Only stochastic RSI, interesting. And EMAs, 926, 200. Okay, I like the idea of a 9 and 26. Interesting. I usually do a 7 over a 21. But I like that you're using your 200 there. That's good. Try just bring up your regular RSI, because if you find confluence there between your regular and your stochastic, man, it's such a banger. Sweet, brother. No, it's just a little bit of extra confidence. You can see I've always got them here. And even on my trading platforms, I don't know if I added it here yet. But it's also really nice to just bring up here so that you have it. I usually take the volume out because we're using fixed range volume profile anyway. And then you just bring up RSI and you bring up stock. So you can just always have those in. Why do I feel like we're going to get one manipulation little pump up here? And then the drop. Took the long on Genius up 15%. There we go. Jeffrey walking in the flames. Nice, man. You owe it to Boftrix, yeah? Just for reference, for total, support at 2.56 trillion, minor resistance at 2.57. We see that total is squeezing. Volatility. Yeah, basically I'm watching this channel, guys. I'm watching this channel on total. I know some are looking at symmetrical triangles here, ascending triangle, but really I love my channel. I love my channels. So I'm not seeing anything too drastic here. If you pull up your FRVP, you'll see all of the nodes. Low volume there. Things have changed. Let's draw these in. See, as we broke that, that's where the pumps have been coming. We are in value area high here for the range. So we could be looking at a dump. We are getting a double top. But if this range breaks, it's a different story. 2.62. Yeah, according to my FRVP, it's 2.59. Directly where we are at right now. Right now, 2.59. Red dot, 15 minutes. Is it going to disappear on us? What's happening to our money flow? VWAP crossing. Money flow looks like it's struggling. Okay, let's have a look at these shorts. ENA. AGen. A little bit late on these, so they're pretty scalpy, but I think... Aster pointing up on the money flow. This is that genius testing our entry now. Let's watch this 15-minute Bitcoin money flow. $12-hour bearish rifle, interesting. Yeah, well spotted. Could be a vibe. I mean, what do you guys think? We've done 2 hours. Should we call it? Shots are super annoying right now. What do you guys think? Rave bolt of green dollars. Oh, now that's a degen. Nice retest on the genius entry. We're off. On 3 minutes. Oh, this token is bad news, guys. This token is bad news. Double bull div, double green dot. Yeah, Jeffrey hopped on it, eh? No, it's the worst token I've ever seen. I have been to the Rave DAO parties all over the world. I went to the Berlin one, I went to the Singapore one. And they were epic, right? And when I was at the raves, I was like, how is this Rave DAO? And I thought it was just a funny, clever name that they were using. Because like above the stage it said Rave DAO. And honestly, I mean, I'm not a party animal. But at the end of like long conventions and stuff, and in Singapore I had just won a big trading competition, so I was feeling like I deserved a bit of party time. And it was super epic, and it was like very well publicized that it was Rave DAO, but I thought they were just being funny and clever. That they were using, you know, the name of a DAO because like it's a crypto themed party or whatever. Yeah. Guys, then they go make this token 99% of the supply held by the top 10 wallets. It's like completely evil, just very, very strategic rug pull situation. I mean, look at this Eiffel Tower of a chart. This is disgusting. Yeah, and all of the exchanges are just like, we didn't know anything, you know, we just listed it. Like, they listed it and they knew that 99% of the supply was in the top 10 wallets, so they knew it was going to be pulled. And basically the way this works, let me just break it down for you so you can spot it next time. I mean, we spotted this a mile away, right? And it might even do this, guys. It might even do this. But just don't get caught up in it, right? If you want to like degen, then have some fun and drop $10 on it or whatever. But the whales are there to manipulate you, right? I have friends who made money on this. I have friends who lost money on this. So yeah, it's super, super evil. But basically what happens here is they had the token listed and they just let it play out like normal for a while so that it seems normal. I mean, the bear divs did play out nicely. Everything was going all right. Not bad, not terrible. Looks like a normal token, right? Then all of a sudden they start pumping it because they have all of the power. They start pumping it and they pump it up to a certain level like here. And then retail goes nuts because retail finds out, okay, and whales, just not, you know, the insider whales. And then everyone starts getting in, the euphoria kicks off. And then, of course, it starts getting super gnarly. But it did actually create a structure that was semi-decent. And then there's that one last crazy manipulation. Up. And then those top 10 wallets sell everything, guys. In a matter of a couple 4-hour candles. Because they only pumped it like here. Right? They just bought it. They might have even been involved in that pump. But at some point they stopped buying. Probably here, where the chart started going super crazy. Right? They stopped buying. So all of those top 10 wallets, they made a shit ton of cash, guys. 341% on a silly large market cap, right? It was like 4 billion or something. And then they probably had that number very much in their minds. Very much in their minds, this 26, 27. And then 3-4 hour candles. Sold everything. Massive chain reaction. Literally one day 95% down. Super, super evil. Yeah, and they made it like, guys, a stupid amount of money. Like, never have to work again kind of money, right? 300% on whatever millions they were borrowing from whoever. Because it's all very strategic. They knew they were going to make money, but everybody here lost 95%. They rugged when Zach XBT pressured. Exactly, because everyone could see it, guys. We saw it, right? We all saw it in the live stream. 99% top 10 wallets. It's a no. Wait, what's happening to our signal? Are we still live? Testing. Yeah. Yeah. And then Zach XBT called out Binance for listing it. Mexi for listing it. And then they were all like, okay, we're looking into it now. When, of course, you know, they just got paid millions and millions to list it, to bring all the retail in, so they were happy. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to have Zach, you know, exposing people like this. But honestly, it could just do the same run again. You know, retail, very, very stupid, guys. But yeah, this is the worst we've ever seen, and this is what's not cool, right? Is crypto, in a sense, is just getting worse and worse with these rugs. Okay, guys. Do you want to hang on for a bit to see if this 15-minute bear div plays out? Just want to wait for the money flow. I'm happy to hang on a little bit. I know it's been a long stream and a bit boring, but I do love being here with you guys. I appreciate you so much just chilling with me on a beach drinking cocktails. Exactly. That's why crypto regulations are so critical. Yeah, I mean, it can go both ways, right? Regulations can destroy so much of the beauty, right? Crypto is supposed to be decentralized. As soon as regulations come in, we're going to see a lot more centralization. I think in essence, we just need more education. I mean, you can't go tell people that they can't make tokens and have 99% in the top 10 wallets. Like, that would be a pretty heavy regulation. But I mean, yeah, the exchanges should take some action, right? The exchanges should be like, guys, like, there should at least be a warning, right? There should at least be a warning. Like, 99% of this token supply is held in the top 10 wallets. Like, please be careful. Like, I don't know. Leah, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a very chill stream. Guess how many steps I've walked. Let's see. Guess the kilometers and guess the steps. I'm walking very slowly. Error. Bearish OB with sell zone. They just cancelled the 25k rule for day trading in USA. With tokenization, the crypto market will bleed hard. 25k rule? Explain it to me. Oh, yeah, no, so silly. You can only trade 25k in a day. Ike, you've been in the background. You've been in the background. Yeah, only the strong projects should survive, right? They should just have like, you know, CoinMarketCap has a token score. It's just so hard to put the line on regulation. Like what regulation is good for our industry? What regulation is bad for our industry? I'm so used to looking at the charts. Oh, no way, guys. The market cap is 250 million now. So they pulled out everything. They literally pulled out everything. Was that 4 billion? So these guys never have to work again. They just stole money from the whole community and acted as if they were like community based, right? Not cool. How is the profile score 87? I need to have words with CoinMarketCap because there should never be an 87 profile score for this. Gak. Yeah, volume's down, market cap's down. Tokens at $1. So silly. And they're still gonna unlock more, guys, so it ain't over. It ain't over. Only 25% is in circulation. They're gonna do it again. Like, they have been outed. So who knows if they'll be able to do it again, but honestly, that's just how flop and grop retail is. Retail will flop into anything. Look at all these unlock events. Ah, so it has changed slightly. Now it's 92% to top 10. So like 8% of them sold completely, drained the wallets. But it's still terrible. It's still terrible. Definitely one of the worst we've seen. Tokenization will drive people away from crypto. Wait, what tokenization? Jess, welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just hitting the 10,000 steps now. I'm hitting the 10,000 steps. Nice, very, yeah, guys. It's been boring, but it's better to know when not to trade, right? I'm not walking into AI and you're sitting on the couch with a beer. You can't take more than 3 day trades on TradFi. Oh yeah, if you don't have a minimum 25k. Ah, they took it away. What a stupid rule. Tokenization of stocks. Soon we'll be able to trade stocks with the USDT. Yeah, I mean, it's already happening with all the RWAs. Yeah. You think it will drive people away from crypto? Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. Like, guys, we would have just got flopped and grubbed around if we were into anything. Juan Carlos, you have nailed it, bro. You have nailed it. I'm still into this 15-minute short. Just want to wait for this money flow. And now we have to wait for all of these other shorts to reset. It's also one of the reasons I like scalping, right? Because you're either in or you're out. You're not in, and then you're in for days and you're waiting. If you're in for days on a scalp, you've already got your stop loss at break even. Meters long. What happened to Genius? Back at entry. Meters long. Honestly, I just like chilling with you guys, hey? It's not the worst thing in the world. And you'll be surprised, but even when we're not trading, we're learning. Just by being here and shooting the shit, we are learning. This is pretty nuts. Only for us to find good setup, not easy to do it live with someone talking. Nah, true, man. Like when I used to live trade, I would just try open a trade. And like I'm happy to just degen, but then if I degen, like BB said, you know, it does teach you guys bad habits. Mid-range for every coin, pretty much. It's just Bitcoin's not behaving. All right, so meters. How nice that 4-hour OB was. Little mitigation there. And this is a great learning, guys. I know traders like Ahmed XM who literally base their whole strategy around this, and you can. But you just look for tokens that whales are pumping. So you see how this token was flat, or just basically dying. And then you get right here, right? When you're screening and you're screening through your 24-hour percentage pumpers and dumpers, you'll obviously pick this up, right? 27% up in whatever 1 hour, 4 hours. Then you go and you look at the last major 4-hour order block. And you just wait for the pump to enter the order block and start giving you a dump. All right, if you really want to be more careful, you can wait for it to leave the order block. But it's such a nice strat. And yeah, Ahmed XM has a community of like 200,000 Nigerian traders. And they're trading on this on a daily basis. And they make money. It's super rodeo. Super rodeo. But it works, guys. It works. Market Cipher gave a very clear red dot. While well, that was on the retest of the OB. You can see the beautiful shark fin here on the RSI. It's lovely in that green candle with the rhyme of the stochastic. Super rodeo, but it works. Access to a screener, but it screens high ATR coins, low caps. Yeah. No, of course. Let's do it. My legs are gonna reach their max at some point. Getting up onto 6Ks. So you were close, Jeffrey. You were close. You guys think it's AI? Check it out. Check it out. All right, let me not fall on my ass here. There you go. I'm walking slow. I'm walking like 2.5. I don't know if that's kilometers per hour or what it is. Okay, FF bull div plus green dot. Now, happening. Very tight. Is it on Apex? 4 hours also not looking terrible. Oh, why are TradingView is doing this? Lately, when you change time frames, it just loses the chart. All right, green dot. Where's my Tuffy indicator gone? But it's not at the SMC. Yeah, I should probably give this thing a break, right, Jess? I know you got me into it, but yeah, it's been 10,000 steps since 4 p.m. and it's now 6:30. So 2.5 hours won't go, but I'm just on 2.5 speed. 2 hours and 20 minutes, 10,000 steps. One got a kind of a gamble, but I think it can pass through that bearish OP. Well, it does have a really nice trigger wave. The regular didn't reach to the bottom, but I see your stochastic. It's looking kind of like a rifle, except it's not really the manipulation rifle, because usually the manipulation rifle obviously would be price coming lower, right, to stop everyone out. But there's just no OB there. Let's see if... I mean, we can see there's no OB there, right? It just printed the bull div. Did this bull div just appear? We got a double bull div. Now we got a red dot. I would wait for the next green dot here. Don't enter on the red dot. Jess, don't you walk 10,000 steps in one go? I know you've had a walking desk for years. I'm on 9,930. We're almost there. Oh my gosh, can Bitcoin be any more boring right now? I mean, we knew once we get back into this zone. Ah. I mean, one thing that is cool is that we nailed that level, right? We should have actually shorted Bitcoin at that high volume node. That would have been a good move. We knew that was a level. We knew it's the highest traded volume for a long way. Mover. Look at Genius go. Well done, Boftrix. Look at Genius go. I don't think FF is on Apex. Just looks like too much of a tight squeeze here. Remember, you want nice gaps. You want nice gaps. What is that, 5%? Okay. Never mind, that is quite a gap then. This is just a mover. Mover is a mover. That's a 3% gap. Used to do 10,000 steps in 2 or 3 sessions. It's been less lately since I got the incline. Yeah, that's the next step. I know Jay works with the incline. Okay, this is interesting because it's down below the OB. It's like, what's happening? Below the OB, back into it. It's like a reverse mitigation. I think they call it a breaker block as well. But yeah, money flows definitely. RSI is coming up from the bottom. Oh, Bitcoin's being annoying, guys. See, this looks like could be a rifle on Aster because it looks like price is going to come higher than the bear div. But yeah, it is very low time frames for these kinds of patterns, but they still work. I'm into this Aster trade. Second stream in a row with Bitcoin just doing nothing. So yeah, some learnings. I guess we could have longed that break of resistance when we saw it happening. We could have shorted that touch of resistance. But all good, guys. I hope you've had some fun. Printed the order block, dropped below the order block, back into the order block, now testing it as a kind of resistance flip. Yeah, just be careful here. But this one's looking interesting. Gotta wait for stochastic to reset, which can happen super quickly on the 3-minute time frame. Bitcoin struggling to break the high volume node. At least it's doing exactly what we thought it would, right? Broke here, came to the high volume, came to bounce back on the top of this high volume zone. JCG, are you finding anything, or is it just one of those days, my man? My main man, it happens. This is looking interesting. I like this 15-minute red dot here. It's just that money flow. That was a genius with genius. Yeah, you nailed it, man. Look at this. Hey, you got another green dot. Let's go. Genius is a mover. Boftrix is a genius. All right, last time JCG got the RV. This time Boftrix got the genius. 2% up. Not bad, man. Not bad. On a 20x, that's already 40% up. Jeffrey, did you take some profits yet? BCH. LTech, you're still with us. I love it, guys. I love it. Even if you can just have me with my ch-ch-ch-ch-ch in the back while you're screening and while you're trading, that's the vibe, right? I do like BCH. I do like BCH. I mean, that has to be on Apex, right? Moving slow. Yeah, everything's a bit slow right now. Chup, chup. Double mitigation of this overlap. Where did my Tuffy indicator go on this? Still loading. Oh, look at that. He's added the trend lines. This is the first time I've updated. He's added the trend lines. Super cool. Okay, so now trend lines. Oh, and he's added his little Toffee calls, that's so cool. So he's added the trend lines, guys. It's quite cool, hey? Super useful. Look how nice these trend lines are. You can see where the squeeze is. That's super nice. Thoughts on BTC? Just joining now. Young Gara Gallery. Are you new to the stream? Are you new to the community? Chris. Welcome, welcome. Are you an artist? Looks like we got an artist in the building. So yeah, basically we zoomed in here on the 15-minute time frame. Join my Discord. Join my Discord. The link is in the description. If you go to the TA here, this is still the view. This is still the view on Bitcoin. All these major possibility moves. Things have changed slightly since yesterday, but basically what we're looking at right now is this high volume node on the fixed range volume profile, 78,582. We've just seen a reaction from it on the 15-minute time frame. We're also looking at this massive 4-hour order block. And now we've also got a zone in here from these two levels. BNB long 200. 200x, 200%. Let's go, T-Pow. All right, moving. Scalping mode auto confirmed. Interesting, man. Very cool. Nice chart. ICT Order Block Pro. PB, I love how you're always testing new things. But yeah, BTC is being really boring. We can see how this... Oh, there's money flow coming down a little bit now. But yeah, Chris, if you're new to the chat, it'll be a little bit confusing because we use Market Cypher. But just check out my YouTube channel, watch the tutorials, get up to date with our strategies, join the community, use the Apex link in the description. Very important. Get the free capital that's there. This time next year. Rodders. What's Rodders? More of a swing trader. I own an art gallery in Western Australia. Beautiful, man. I'm also an artist. Great to meet you, bro. I actually am planning a trip to Australia soon. Let me know which part of Western Australia. Australia is massive. But yeah, get in the crew, man. Awesome to meet you. We also do swing trades. We're just not really swinging right now because of the geopolitics, right? Margaret River region. Interesting. I'm coming through, bro. I'm coming through. First time in Australia. I'm gonna head to all the majors, and then I've got a friend inviting me to some crazy place with waterfalls. I can't remember which region it is. It might be Western. Last 2 to 3 weeks. Paid indicator. Has it been working? It's really cool. Finds OBs with more info on them. Hard currency on Arrow. I want to see what it gives you here. Scalping mode auto. Confirmed lower time frame, high time frame. Oh, so it gives you direction, lower time frame, direction, higher time frame. ICT order block. Okay, so it gives you an order block, then it gives you change of character, and it gives you bull. Oh, those are the different signals, okay. Only fools and horses, okay. I'm obsessed with British comedy, but honestly, Only Fools and Horses, I haven't seen enough of to know the correct. But yeah, guys, it's just one of those days, hey. It's just one of those days, gents and ladies. Like, to be honest, I'm glad we didn't take trades here because it has been choppy and it would have been stressful. Working really well, gives strength, volume, etc. That's awesome. But yeah, like JCG said, sometimes it's just better to not trade, right? Are more bets being placed? I love to see what you guys get up to. It's so crazy. I have my strategies that I love, but I love to see what you guys get up to. Liquidity sweeps on previous days, high, low, weak, high, low. I mean, it's interesting. That's really what's been the play here, right? Liquidity sweeps has been the scalping play in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit of it, but I have to get into it. It's one of the greats, right? It's one of the greats. Okay, guys, we call it. I just wanna push through, but you gotta call it sometime, right? No trades. 2.5 hours, no trades. Oh my gosh. It's good to have the discipline though. Will BTC hit 80k today? Let's have a look. It's a little bit over pumped for more pump now, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. There's a very big low volume gap here. All right, it's also in the Discord TA, but yeah, there's a massive lack of volume here. So a little bit of volume there, but nothing compared to what we're seeing here and here. So if we break out of this 4-hour order block, which has been tapped a few times, it has given us the moves, the liquidity might be eaten up. Bitcoin is making higher highs and higher lows. Just if we break out of this green block, then yeah, it's just this resistance. I would say it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen today, but it could happen. Should we use the time to do some larger time frame analysis here? Let's go to the monthly. All right, monthly, money flow pointing up. Wave trend still coming together. Guys, if we print a monthly green dot, we've got a bottom. We've got a bottom and it's going to be a beautiful trade, but personally, I would like for that green dot to be lower. I just want a bottom, right? I don't want to mess around anymore in this bear market. I just want a bottom. A green dot here would be like a temporary bottom. A green dot down here would be a bear market bottom. Yeah, all the liquidity is up there at 80. Check out my TA in the Discord. I mean, if we do something like this, all right, we take our fixed range volume profile all the way from back there to up here on the weekly. And then we look at our high volume nodes here. Boom. All right, that one's just below us. It's this bad boy right here. So I wouldn't even say 80, right? I would say here 84. And it is a little zone. So I would draw in the zone. I would draw it in there. All right, and I would also put a node here. So for the swing traders, that's the sniper move right there. And this one, 84. So take the zone and take the highest node as well. And those are your swing trades, and then overlap those with your order blocks. But it's nice to draw them in on your weekly time frame. And we do have the double bottom here, which could play out. But yeah, that's really what I would look at there. I'm going to take out the double bottom target. It's a bit confusing. So yeah, I'm not seeing personally too much at 80k, to be honest. Maybe on a liquidity heat map. Oh, I'm on a different computer now. Yeah, like not much, right? Not much, just not much at all. 25 million, 27 million in liquidations. It's really just above us, just above us. And then we need to see the 84K. Really? CoinGlass is now paid for the 2 week. Really? Oh, you just have to log in. It's annoying. Let's try to find another one. Bearish sentiments and we're due for a rug pull. Yeah, honestly, it's like the catalyst right now is just geopolitics, which is not where we want to be. 79.8, quite a lot. Or should I just mix it? I want to see Binance and Bybit futures together. Anyway, it's very clear to see here. It's not much around 80. Really, the 84 level is what I'm looking at, also because of the CME gap, right? So if you look at your CME futures, you can see that we're in the gap, but 84 is the top of the gap. It's going to get filled one time or another. There are also these little gaps below us, but I think a lot of options traders are eyeing that 84. Daily time frame, 7 hours left. Getting like a little bit of a doji there. 4 hours got a green dot here. Nah, it's too choppy today, guys. It's too choppy. It's like trying to surf, right? Trying to surf when the waters are too choppy, it just don't work. Through a heat map into Discord. Thank you. I have to log in to use CoinGlass. What is that? Thank you, thank you. Okay, nice. Where's 84? Yeah, so this heat map is showing a little bit just above 80, a little bit of a spike, and then there, like 85. Interesting. Interesting. All right, guys, I think we're gonna have to call it. It's just one of those days. Yeah, we're not getting the move here. We're just getting a squeeze. A little bit boring. Let's see how the Genius trade has gone. Still in some nice profit there. Well done, Boftrix. Prize goes to you, mate. Very well done. Aster double bear on the 3-minute. All right, guys, it's been lovely to be with you nonetheless. I hope you've at least learned some strategy. JDM Hatcher, welcome, welcome. Let's go. Yeah, we're just about to end off. It's been a super chill stream. Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks, brother. Chris, pop me a DM there in Discord as well so I can sort you out and we can be in touch. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being there. Yeah, just have to log in, yeah. Never used to be like that, right, for CoinGlass? All right, thanks, guys. Please remember that Apex campaign, right? Rack up the volume there. Do not let it fall behind. You want to get in on that free capital. And yeah, huge appreciation for you guys. I know it's been one of those days, But we move right on to the next one. Got a feeling tomorrow trades are going to be popping off. But anyway, we'll try go live next Tuesday. We could even try do some every day, which I think would be really fun. Nice, nice, bro. Yeah, you can catch up on the recording, but really, it has been a little bit annoying. Catch up on the recording for the BTC TA that we did at the beginning was super important. The major BTC TA is also in the Discord here in the TA section. Just so you're aware of everything that's happening. And then, yeah, guys, get those bonuses. We've already seen thousands of dollars go to the community in bonuses. So please don't get left behind. Let's get all of the bonuses that are there for this community. And if you are trading, try hit that 5 million, get $700 free bonus. But yeah, it's been awesome, guys. It's been awesome. Apologies for the charts throwing us around. But it's nice to also just exercise trigger patience, right? All right, so much love and respect, guys. We got to call it. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes. I will see you in the community. So much love and respect. Please, please remember my advice. Always play from a position of power and strength. Use your stop loss and do not get wrecked. Let's keep it going. You guys are doing well. Peace out.